Hi everyone, this video is going to demonstrate how to use drop-downs using TracerPlus Desktop. So to begin using a drop-down, the first thing that you would need to do is create your drop-down fields. So in this case, let's make two drop-down fields. And so once you have your drop-down field named, really all you need to do to create a drop-down is to switch the field type from text to drop-down. And you'll notice that when we select drop-down from the field type, we actually get a whole new drop-down tab up here. And this is where you'd actually configure what values will appear in that drop-down. So for this example, let's just put some values of 1, 2, and 3. So now that we've created our drop-downs and our values, what we'll need to do now is actually put these fields on the form. Keep in mind we have not configured drop-down 2 yet, but I'm going to get to that in just a minute here. So to create our form, we'll just create a default form for now. And you'll notice that because drop-down field 1 is in fact a drop-down, it has the little arrow here. And drop-down 2, because it's still a text field, does not. So let's deploy this down to the device. Okay, so now we've deployed our project down to our device, and if we take a look in here, we'll notice that our drop-down values of 1, 2, and 3 are now found in this drop-down box here. And you can select any one of these that you want, and then when you're ready, submit your form. So now what I'd like to do with this drop-down 2 field is enable some drop-down filtering options to kind of demonstrate how you can filter one drop-down based off of the value in another drop-down. So to do that, the first thing that we have to do is configure our drop-down 2 field just like we configured our drop-down 1 field by switching the field type from text to drop-down. And then we'll also have to add some display values here. So in this case, let's just do A, B, and C. So if we want to filter these display values based off the values selected in our drop-down 1 field, the way we would do that is to use the filter value column here. And so in this case, let's say we want the display value of A to be the only option available when 1 is selected in drop-down 1. So to do that, we would select this filter value, we put in a 1 here. And likewise, let's just do the values of 2 and 3 for these other 2 fields. And so the last part of configuring a filtered drop-down is to enable the filtering for the field you want it to be based off of. So to do that, we'll just hit this check here, and then we'll select our drop-down 1 field, essentially saying filter this field, this drop-down field, based off of the values from drop-down 1 field. And so we'll just deploy that down to our device. And so now, when we take a look at our form here, you'll notice that we have a drop-down field for drop-down 2 as well, which is what we want to see. And if we select, say, 1 from here, we should only be able to select A in this particular case, because the filter value is essentially filtering our options. And likewise for 2 and then 3 as well.